Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel. This video is all about sowing lettuce from seed. Now in previous videos I've shown you how to mix compost, bring the compost indoors to start with to warm it up, then to sieve through it to get rid of all the big lumps, and then to add some drainage material like this perlite, this white perlite that's in here, to make sure you get the ideal compost so you get the best results. So look at my mixing compost video which will give you all those details. But I'm going to sow some lettuce seed today. This is an old pack of lettuce that I've got. I've kept it for about 1 or 2 years and sown it each year. It's viable for 2 or 3 years maximum, and then the germination rate starts to go off. So yes, you can use older seed as long as you store it in a cool, dark, moisture-free place. I use an old tin to store my seeds in, but you could also put them into a Tupperware container, and then, as I say, somewhere cool, dark, out of the sun and the light. And then they'll stay viable for up to 3 years, most seeds. So these lettuce are ready to go. First of all though, I'm going to fill a container. I'm going to use this divided seed tray here. This is one that I had for some bedding plants last year. So I've just rinsed out the old compost, made sure that it's as clean as possible. And I'm going to use this because at any one time to plant out in the garden or into a container, a larger container, I'll only need 3 or 4 lettuce at any one time. So I've chosen a divided seed tray like this so that I don't get a glut of lettuce all at the same time. So I'm going to use the compost to loosely fill my container. As you can see, I'm not putting my fingers into the holes, I'm just loosely filling the container with the compost, overfilling it slightly, and then use a piece of wood, an offcut of timber like this, to saw through the compost in the middle, and then use a gentle sawing action, first to one side, then back to the middle, and then the gentle sawing action to the other. And that won't over compact the compost, it'll just level it off so that each one of those individual units is nicely filled. Then take the tray and just 3 taps lightly on the table surface just to consolidate that compost. And again, not over firming it with my fingers. My fingers are going nowhere near that compost. Scrape the excess compost out of the way, and then we're ready to sow. Now this lettuce seed that I've got here, as I say, it's a couple of years old, but it should still be viable. And I've kept it in this packet, in its foil packet, so that it keeps for as long as possible. And the good thing about lettuce is it's quite large seed, so you can see what you're doing. Tap out a generous amount of seed, not too many, probably about 20 seeds in total, and then fold over the top of the foil packet or paper packet and put those seeds back in your seed tin to store for another time. And then take a pinch of the seed and do a quick sprinkle on the surface of the compost. So I'm putting about 3 to 4 seeds in each one of these units here. We don't want lots of seed in all the units. When they start to germinate, you can thin out to leave the strongest 1 or 2 seedlings. And that's the good thing with lettuce. They germinate pretty well, so they're a good one to start your sowing career with if you've never done it before. So as I say, just a few seeds on the surface of the compost of each one. Once you've done that, put any spares that you might have left over back into the packet. And then we're ready to cover the seeds. So I like to get the compost between my hands and then rub it gently just to cover the surface of the existing compost and the seeds all together. And then just leveling that surface off, taking the excess compost off. What you don't want to do is completely bury those seedlings under a mountain of compost. Just 1 to 2 millimeters of compost covering the surface very, very carefully. Take care not to upset the compost because you'll upset the seeds as well. And that tray is ready now to take outside and water. So I would use a watering can with a fine rose attached, start watering off to one side, and then make 3 to 4 passes over the tray so that the compost is thoroughly moist. Allow the excess to drain away and then bring it onto the kitchen windowsill. And you don't need any complicated propagators for this. Lettuce germinate very, very easily. Put them somewhere where you can see and monitor them every day. Give them another little drink of water if the compost starts to dry out. And the beauty of adding this perlite to the compost, as I have done, is that you can never really overwater your seedlings if you do it like this. They should germinate in about 7 to 10 days time, and then you've got some little baby plants to plant out in a couple of months out in the open garden. So there we are, that's how to sow lettuce, really simple. And if you've enjoyed this video, then why not sign up to my YouTube channel? It's free and it means that you get reminders of all my new videos as they're launched with all my hints and tips.